I love these comments, man.
Yeah, man. A lot
of love, a lot of good understanding.
And then I also like the comments that they're not fight you, but like another.
Yeah, just have another opinion that's welcome.
Yeah.
And welcome back to the channel. But
I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah, we're reading comments, and we encourage different viewpoints.
Yeah.
Some people are like, hey man, I'm not trying to hate. We never take the comments as hate, as obviously there's very few circumstances where people are trying to just be negative or whatever. But that's obvious. But when somebody comes with a viewpoint,
what the internet is for.
Yeah, when someone comes with a viewpoint, that's what we want. We want that resistance. We want someone to either, because it's all about growth. That's what the channel is about, growth. If you can help us grow, we can help you grow. If we can help the community grow, it's all good. Some channels now, it's like they have rules. You can't say certain things. You can't do something. Like, nah. I'm like, I don't know if I even want to. I don't even know if I want to support this channel. You got all these rules. You're telling me there's certain stuff I can't do, can't say before. Yo, this ain't the channel for that. Do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Say what you feel. Like, this is a safe space. Transparency is going down over here. So we're never going to tell you what you can't do, what you can do on our channel. Say what you want. If YouTube flags it, that's up to YouTube. They'll do it, but we're not here to censor people here, and we're not here to, if you got an opinion about something, a viewpoint, an experience of some sort regarding anything, say it, man. We're all here to learn.
Yeah, rules. I don't like all the rules. The rules are made for stupid people. So instead of having rules, how about we just not have stupid people around?
Yeah. and shout out to all of our community for really checking those cats when they do try to come up into the comments and they say stuff like, yeah, okay, Playboy, you obviously don't understand what's going on over here. So maybe this ain't the discussion or the channel for you. Yeah. And that's totally fine. But we're here when you're ready to level up, when you're ready for the understanding. I was watching a guy right now, the African dude that you like.
Yeah.
And he was talking about certain things, and he goes, I have a certain tier system for consulting that I do. He goes, it's not just flat for everybody. He goes, because there's these guys, he goes, they got different problems than the guys up here. He goes, why? He goes, these guys ain't even gonna understand these problems up here. So we're not worried about the problems down here. If you're not getting the problems or understanding the solutions that we're giving, or understand the level that we're trying to convey and operate at and attain, then maybe you're just not ready, because we're trying to be over here. And there are certain things that we can tell right away. And I think people in the comments can tell right away, like, okay, you just ain't there yet.
Well, yeah,
it's just not there. Because at some point I wasn't there.
Leveling up is you're talking about when you're having conversations with other people. It's about they're talking about the problems, and when you're having discussions, like, oh, I don't have that problem. What do you mean? Our problems are different.
Yes,
than other people's.
Yeah, yes.
And that's okay. That's okay.
So today we're going to talk about so on the topic of problem solving. I would like to kind of talk about what we've found in these types of tools that we feel like the industry has a lot of options when it comes to this specific tool or tools, but I feel like a lot of them are kind of the same. They all kind of work the same. They all kind of have the same lifespan, and everybody kind of uses the standard, which to us is just trash, because we've gotten so many for free that we just didn't like, that didn't perform as well as we thought they would. They didn't hold up. Some of them fell apart, literally fell apart. And today we're talking about brushes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I equivalent brushes to are like cheap towels. Like my man was talking about the lint being left.
Yeah.
Same thing with the brushes. The hairs fall out. Ain't nothing worse than using a brush and the hairs are falling out.
That's terrible. Like you're making, you're literally you're being so counterproductive. You're just trash right now. Like you're just trash right now. And that has created so much distrust when it comes to us as technicians on what type of brushes that we use for what specific areas we're using. Because we've had tire and wheel brushes go out on us, the plastics break, maybe they fall apart. Because you got to remember, a lot of these are coming into contact with high alkalines, acids, rust removers, decon and fallout remover type, sprays. Probably the harshest chemicals, engines. Some of the harshest chemicals that you're using are going to be for like your engines and your wheels. So those you really need to be durable. There's nothing worse than having those fall apart or having to replace constantly.
And majority of the time we're talking about those brushes, the wear and tear on it because they're always wet.
Yes.
Those things you don't dry those things out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can, that's going to be a lot of time.
Yeah. But I suggest also, in a quick solution for that too, if you're running with compressed air in your shop or in your mobile rig, hit them with some compressed air, get the bulk of that. But even a cheap one, you hit it with compressed air, that could be the end of it right there. So with us, we've tried even very expensive ones, like very expensive boar's hair brushes that we use like for the fleet. That's a very expensive brush. We also have had the smaller brushes that we've used that were boar's hair that were either for lug nuts, rims, tires, and those began to fall apart. And that was very disappointing when you spend $40, $50 for a brush and after 2 months, it's done, it's cooked. So we have found a brush through Detail Division about what? Probably right when you started, I think I first started getting them, the Viken brushes. So I'm gonna start off with this Viken little hand brush. This is just an overall textile brush. This brush, undisputed. Argue all you want about number 2, but number 1, this joint right here. And this specific one, this thing is beat up.
It's been going strong.
Beat up.
That's been going strong. Has not been replaced.
No, and it's beat up, but this thing, the bristles on it, the performance of it, the consistency of it, and the cleaning capability has not dropped off. This brush right here, it changed the way I thought about brushes and cleaning. Just like the towel, just like the tool of a towel or the tool of a good pressure washer, of a good polish, of a good anything. I think brushes right now are super, super underrated on what they can do. Before I had a vacuum that I rolled with when I was mobile and I was first starting, I didn't have a vacuum. I didn't want that.
That's always been wild to me.
I didn't want that big vacuum. I didn't want all of these huge, loud tools, and I didn't have the space for it, frankly. So I was always on a search for a good brush, because a good brush can brush up pretty much everything to one designated area. And from there, if you have a decent microfiber, I would just sacrifice a new microfiber and grab that and pick that up. And that would be how I essentially vacuumed. So I didn't have compressed air. I was doing everything with the brush. So I'm pretty savvy with the brush when it comes to interior textiles because I started with nothing. So when I use this brush here, this brush pulls pet hair, and it's not a pet hair brush, but this pulls hair and removes hair better than some pet hair brushes on the market out there. And this thing, you want to talk about laying down some lines?
Oh yeah.
Anybody that lays down them lines
should be using
is using the Viken brush. They all do, all of them.
So the lines we're talking about in the carpet.
Yeah, the finishing lines. Some of you like to do all that. To me,
they had the one you did with their detailing name in it.
Yeah,
you put that on there. It's cool.
Yeah, that's
cool.
That's your thing. I left some lines right here. Spam. Yeah, that's cool. If that's your thing, if you want to do that, and your clients like that stuff, this is a brush to do it with. This brush right here gives you the most consistent lines. The ease of use with this brush is crazy, and it's durable. We have this in 2 colors. We got it in the black joint. We got it in the blue joint. And I need to get a red one too for just that nasty grimy work. Maybe the red one to hit like the floor mats and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the weather techs. But yeah, right now we have two. This one is for like the dirty work. And then this one is for more of the cleaner work. So you could use these however you want. Some people have one just for straight finish, just for the lines, which I would recommend if you're dropping lines.
With how we have our tools set up, chemical usage, we have it separated, and I don't know if guys are catching that. Like a lot of times we have a working towel, finishing towel. We pretty much have everything that we do a finishing, a last go to use that one for finishing. Yeah. So that helps us elevate or stay consistent or keep our tools lasting longer.
Yes, that's a big one.
And also it helps in our operations, like to know where to begin, where to start, what type of work we're going into. So if you guys are watching, we always say finishing, or we resort to this product,
or this is the pre-wash phase. And so there's a certain set of tools, chemistry, products, towels that we use based on specific jobs. And that streamlines the job. And that's one of the reasons like the KCX product line is worked so good for us. We look at a car and say, okay, this is going to need a little orange power, Polestar, and ASC. That's all we need. And you grab the hand Viken brush and in the Tornador. No steam on this joint. Like we're good to go. We're rolling. We're good. So when you understand the chemistry and what you're going into, and you're able to forecast the job that you're going to do, it now breaks everything down to a whole nother level. Now you're understanding your comprehension, not only your time, your resource management, and the labor efficiency that's going to go into the job. Now you can price accordingly. Now it will help you scale. But that's why we say optimize first. Optimize before you try to scale, before you bring somebody else on, that way you already know, okay, this is the best case scenario that I can get. Now I can base performance off of that. Because if you're trying to scale, then you try to optimize stuff. Now you're just making it way too complex, and you're probably introducing stuff to people that you're bringing on board that you probably didn't have to. Now you're going to have to retrain and say, okay, you know what? We're not doing that anymore. We're doing optimize first. Always optimize first. So those are the towels that we use. These are always textile for us. We don't really use anything on this that's hard or rough. These obviously will scratch. These are stiffer bristles, but they're not stiff enough where they're going to cause damage to anything. What I use it on, we use it on Alcantara, but I would use a softer brush for Alcantara. We have the little color lock or the KCX boar's hair when we're using Alcantara, like on the steering wheels and stuff. But on the seats, these are good here. If we're using it on a vehicle that's, a nicer leather, I'm not using these on leather. This is not a leather brush. This is a true textile brush. So
Toyota carpet brush.
Yes, any carpets, any upholstered seats.
So I like to use these brushes when it's not soiled as much. This replaces the drill brush.
Oh, for sure. In some cases, I prefer this over the drill. In most cases.
Because of the drill brush, you got to worry about kick up and all that. This brush is more controlled. Yeah. Nothing's flying out.
You got to isolate your areas, especially like on the armrests.
Yes.
On the upholstered armrest, you hit the drill brush with that, you're wiping everything down again. So, and a tip also, if you are using a drill brush, if you have a nicer drill brush that has settings, if you're doing certain areas, isolated areas, run that thing on speed 1. You don't need to go all the way up.
Speed 1, and I really like the little one.
The little tiny
brush
one
versus the big one.
Yeah, it helps. It helps the smaller one.
So Viken. I was always calling these things Viken.
I know. But I guess another brand actually came out, and they're Viken.
The
kind of money, maybe Yeah. So Viken brushes, Vikan, and we're gonna link all of these in the description because trust me, these brushes make a difference. Just like everything else that we talk about, these brushes will make a difference. And I know a lot of you guys out there have them. And if you have them, let us know how you like them. So the second one we're gonna go into is this guy here. I'll let Sal talk about this one. and what we use it for and how we like it.
So this brush, this is our designated wheel and tire brush. I don't even say we use this on the tires. This is more so the wheels.
More so the wheels.
This is it's red and black. So obviously when we're doing wheels, our system is called red. So that's why it's red. Easy designator. Also, when we have a third, fourth man, we just tell them anything red is going to touch the grimy stuff. So I like this brush. It has a handle. And for those rims that aren't beat up as much, where I don't have to go over there and scrub as much.
Yeah.
I like this one because I don't have to get all the way low. I'm just going in there through and just agitating a little bit. And that's all it needs sometimes. So this brush, it's deep. I could go in there deep with the rims that aren't got the spokes or like the Audi rims that are kind of close. So I like this brush. And I like this brush so much that I'm starting to, I don't know if we don't like to touch things, but I feel better hitting it with the brush because I'm doing the finishing.
He likes to pull it, like, you know, when you have a good tool, good, nice, it's like, you know what, let me use it.
My man's like, hey, we don't have to scrub these. I was like, yeah, we do, because it leaves a little stuff left over. I just want to make sure. Yeah. You know, I'm preparing for the finishing. So I like this brush. If you're tall, go ahead and it has a handle. You don't have to get down on the knee.
Ergonomically, the feel of this, how does it compare to other brushes we've used for the wheels? Well, because you know you're doing weird shit.
I'm doing this versus this. Yeah, I think that's less movement doing this. You know what I'm saying? So this.
And some cats are still using the little brushes like this. Oh no! I see guys, and that's a lot of. You're talking about carpal tunnel.
Now, I got to go.
Yeah,
I got to leave.
Yeah,
you working too hard, Playboy.
Yeah.
So this brush we keep in our dry bucket. Obviously, it's going to get wet. We rinse it off before we put it back in, and we blow it out. So for the most part, I mean, it is beat up, but again, it's working on nothing but on wheels. So
and we've had this one for brush. I would say about a year now.
Yeah,
this one for about a year, and I was looking for a good wheel brush, and this one had been available for quite some time, and I said, I don't think I need that. They're all kind of the same anyway, so I thought. But this one you can get in, and it has two different bristles. So you have the red ones and you have the green ones. There's a little bit of difference. The green ones feel a little bit less stiff than the red, but I like the shape of it because you can still, the ones that have the larger area where you can get into, you just get in, swing it around. And I've noticed whether I'm leaning down with this one or I'm squatted down, I'm able to get full coverage from any direction I'm in. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Mm-hmm. And it gets into the lug nuts really well. You want to just get in those lug nuts and you know, you have the center cap too. Like some of the trucks have the center cap that kind of sticks out. This gets in there really easily. So this for me ergonomically makes the job a lot faster. I'm getting a lot more coverage. And I know I'm getting a better clean than I would with a little tiny brush going like this. And I'm saving so much time.
And then also too, this brush is used for those vehicles that have the black plastic on the bottom. That's where it gets.
The like the running boards, stuff like that.
So this right here, I don't have to kneel down all the way. I'm just over here hitting the black parts with this brush.
And this brush also cleans up very well. So what we're currently using right now for our WeatherTech mats is this brush. Mm-hmm. So we hit it with the pressure washer, get it all cleaned off. And then we can go into the mats, or we'll do the mats before, scrub them out before we do the wheels, but it's always clean afterwards. And it's just a damn good brush. It has a little bit of weight on it, but we've dropped this thing. This is the type of brush, man, you could drop from like 5 stories and the thing is going to be fine. This is a nice brush, a good quality brush. Next brush is going to be, the barrel brush. This barrel brush, we have another barrel brush that we primarily use. This is a heavy duty barrel brush. Feel how stiff that thing is.
I think.
Yeah.
This is a weapon.
So this brush here, I didn't think we were going to need this, but when you need this, this thing comes in handy. I seen some pictures of some detailers this past week that were working on some AMG wheels, and that inside was just cooked, done. You know when it's like burnt? That's when you need this joint. That's when you need this. That Challenger we did, Remember when I hit it with acid like 5 times?
Yeah, that brush would have been
This brush would have did the job. I'm not going to go on some polished black paint on these. This is a very, very aggressive. This is like nothing else worked, and this car is not in a condition to where I need to be worried about the finish. If you're worried about the finish, do not use this. This will scratch. Don't be an idiot.
We are professionals, detailers. So when you say, "Oh, that's going to scratch the rim," obviously you're not going to use it, and that type of rim is going to be scratched.
That's like telling a surgeon, "Hey, that blade is going to cut the."
Well, shit.
That's called surgery.
So
yeah. So that's what this is here. We identify all of our stuff also with the KCX stickers. KCX stickers are all available.
How is it, since it doesn't, the Braille brushes, they have that little guard right here. You ever notice anything because it doesn't have the guard?
Not really. I don't use it that much. If I'm using this brush, I'm prepared to get dirty. So I'm not tripping off of that.
All right.
So we try to pair all of our, this one had the alkaline wheel cleaner sticker on it, but it fell off. But we try to indicate all of our stuff for what it goes for. That way, somebody that's working with us also, that's just another level of organization for us. So that's the wheel brush. We also use, the industry standard wheel brush for most of the jobs. These are just the ones that we've found that we like, that are through Detail Division, that we've had in our lineup and that we will maintain to keep in our lineup. Because these ones, to me, are far more valuable than the single brush that's just from the other one. Like we've already made videos on that other brush. That's a good brush. Yes, it's great. It works for certain stuff, but there's certain times where you need these other brushes. And I would say this brush here, our next brush, is going to be the soft bristle brush. This one is with our indicator GFX, which is Gentle Snow Foam. That's the Christmas edition sticker. But this is to kind of let you know, okay, this is going to be for the body of the vehicle, the grill of the vehicle. It's not going to be for running boards. That's going to be this one. That's more dirty work, lower half. This is going to be, we'll even do the tops of the bumper areas, around the window seals, mirrors, like the heavy trucks where the backside of the mirror has all the bugs, and underneath the bottom we'll go through scrub here. This isn't touching wheels. This isn't touching any grimy work. It's not touching running boards, not touching any areas that are soiled. That's what this one's reserved for. This one's more for light body stuff. If it's a work truck or something, we don't mind hitting the body with this. Grills, it's perfect for the front of vehicles where maybe it's that matte plastic. This is great for. What other uses do we?
I use this brush because on those bigger cars bigger cars or smaller SUVs where you need a stool, but you don't quite need a stool. I like this brush to hit that windshield.
Oh yeah.
I can pretty much get a lot of the stuff on top, but sometimes I need an extra 2 more inches. What the boys be saying, pause. Sometimes you need some more, man. So I use this brush for the tops of the vehicles that you could use a brush for. Yeah. Yes, this brush does touch paint sometimes, but when the paint needs it.
Yeah.
I like to use this brush because the wash mitt sometimes this doesn't get all that bug grime on that windshield. So this I agitate a little more. I don't know what's getting more play, this or the Green Monster on that windshield. I kind of like the Green Monster, even the Green Monster for paint sometimes.
But this isn't help. But the Green Monster don't help with reach though.
Don't help with reach. Yes. So if I could get away with not pulling a ladder out or a stool, this is what I'm going for. And also a big thing for this is those grills.
Yeah.
The grills on the trucks, and you got all that stuff inside. You're there with the wash mitt. Nah, forget that. Go in there with the grill, and knock all those bugs and guts all out.
And there's something about having a handle that I like, where I can get it. Some people use the little, the little baseball looking one, the big one for the grill. I like the handle going in there. To me, I feel like I could get in there a little nicer and just kind of just the control. For me, I I like the handle.
I remember when that baseball one came out, they had the industry going nuts. Everybody was raving about that thing. That's because when they had the cat's still doing that. I was like, man, what are you doing?
They don't do
What
shit.
are you doing?
They don't do shit. Especially on leather, some busted leather. Let me see you do that
No,
shit.
that
Man, you
right.
better get that scrub ninja out. So this here also, it's a perfect size for bumpers, like trucks. You know, you have the little step areas, like that's attached to the end of the bumper. This gets in those areas real nice. The back of the bumpers. And we have videos where I've literally gone through and show you guys where exactly we hit this. The front part where the hitches are, the toe things.
The lip before the windshield and the roof meet, you know, sometimes when the bugs
that
get
thick,
in there.
nasty area.
I can stick that in there and get it real nice.
Yeah, so
real
this
proper.
This is it's almost like, what did we do before this? We were scrubbing
Work hard.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
We worked really hard. And these are all things that have made our job easy. They've made our job so much easier. Sometimes if you're running with like a big loud vacuum or something that you got to put away and bring out, or if you're in a shop setting, you're like, man, I'm not, it's way over there. I gotta get the extension cord, you know, all that stuff. Yo, if you got a little floor mat that you need a little final vac, pull that mat out real quick. This will handle the job.
So I was
like
on
it's that level.
For all you detailers, you know, you ain't got a job that's that bad, but at the same time, you still got to pull out that big ass fucking vacuum. Like, wouldn't you not want to bring that big old thing out and just bring a little thing? I just need the little one. That's a whole nother. Again, we got different problems.
Yeah, and all of these have been out for quite some time. All these selections. So this selection of detailing brushes has been out for a long time.
Yeah, we ain't reinventing the wheel. We just caught our eye the most.
Yes.
in the past 3 years. So
in Viken is one of those brands where every brush that I've used of theirs, I'm like, damn, I didn't think a little brush could be this damn good.
I bet you there's guys out there like, oh, now I gotta step my brush game up. Man, dog, like, yes, like as you get there, you're gonna know. I get another thing. It's just no different than gloves. We got something coming out with that. You get little cheap gloves, you get better gloves. All that shit matters. At least it should matter.
Yeah. If you're looking to optimize, if you're looking for peak performance, if you're looking for ease of use, if you're looking for consistency, if there's certain things that you're looking for that you're not finding, a lot of it could be in the essentials in your operation. So we're trying to show you guys the essentials that we use now. I used to kind of gatekeep a lot of this shit, but now
for what?
Yeah, what am I gatekeeping for? All this game I got to give, you know. So and you guys have been supporting us, so we're going to keep giving you guys, you know, the answers to a lot of the issues you may be having or dealing with that you didn't know existed. So people are asking, okay, well, what kind of brushes do you use, or where'd you get that brush? Detail Division, got them all. They are the best brushes that I've ever used, that we've ever used when it comes to detailing. We'll talk more about interior brushes a little bit later. We have a different selection for the interiors and the exterior for a couple small things here and there. We'll talk about those a little bit later on, but these are all Viken. These are all available at Detail Division, and they are all hitters. So that's all I got to say about these. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you.